Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and today we are taking a look at Lionel Beyeke back at the 2013 Mr. Olympia event. In my opinion, this was just about as good as he ever was. I think it was, if it wasn't his prime, pretty darn close to it. He took 10th place at the Olympia, pretty good placing too. We're going to compare him then with now. Unfortunately, guys, his career, as you can see, did not evolve that well. This is the 2023 Portugal Pro. Is there anything that he did, to improve? I'll tell you one thing. This video is not meant to disrespect Lionel Beyeke. He's an awesome dude. He had the expectations for his career were way too high. I'll tell you one thing. His midsection looks okay. Obviously, his lats, they're not gone, but they're not what they used to be. The separation in the wheels, not even close. Here's the front lat spread. And I know this is actually the second in the way of your fan-requested Friday lineup, and you guys didn't get the first one up to 500 likes. But I plumb forgot to ask at the start of the video to hit it up to 500 likes. So I owe you this one, and I was probably going to do this one anyway. Yeah, I feel like I am disrespecting Lionel Beyeke by making this comparison, but it is obviously one that you guys definitely wanted to see. You guys wanted to see the difference. A guy that was picked as a future Mr. Olympia champion. Here's the side chest and the sizing, but Mark's Max Muscle, you made him a different height. He's the same man. Yeah, he bends at the knees much more. I probably should have made him even shorter than I did at the 2013 Olympia. I think I made him a little too big. But having said that, the size of, like I said, the lats were gone. Not gone, but they're not as big. But I think his chest and his arms actually doing pretty good. And here is the hoo-ha pose. And I'll tell you right now, his midsection looks better now. Look at that. Of course, he was full as a house at the 2013 Olympia. Carved up perfectly. Look at the size of his wheels. Separation. Obviously, he was never the most shredded guy to begin with. I'll be honest. If he always had that just a little bit layer, of water. If he could get rid of that, he would have been, in the runnings for Olympia champion, things of that nature. People used to say, and well, he'd be up there anyway. And he never did quite get rid of that. And not only that, now he's even softer than a bar of soap, they say. Go to the back shot, and I can hear you guys now. I already did your voice. But Mark's Max Muscle, you made him way too taller. That's another one. That's a bigger guy. Yeah, he's bending at the knees. Obviously, you can see that. Those who know, obviously. Just take a picture of yourself doing the bend at the knee and then the not bend at the knee. And you're going to be taller. You'll be shorter in one. The badonkadonk, guys. And I know I said with all due respect, but here we go with some disrespect. And I'm sorry, Lionel. But I think this may be the softest bum of any pro show that I've ever seen. Maybe the softest bum. Maybe Lou Ferrigno, when he made his comeback, he had a soggy donk there one year. Here's the rear double. And his arms are pretty good. His arms are about the same size. I'll tell you that right now. And his traps look even bigger. So he's been doing his shrugs, things of that nature. He's been working on his arms, obviously, to be as big as they were in his prime. Lats, they're not bad. Is there a chance left? Considering that the conditioning was his weaker point anyway, and he not only didn't, and maybe some wheel size, he didn't work on that, obviously, and his condition got even worse. So no, he's not making a comeback. Not at this point. That soggy donk, He's about 4 or 5 years out of competition, if you know what I'm saying. So, wing. Softest bum I've ever seen. Here's the abs and thigh. And he did, his midsection is smaller, a little lacks some separation here, I'll say that, in the abs and thigh. There was other shots where his abs looked decent, but here in a direct comparison with the abs, he has more of a 4-pack. He's more of a 4-pack, doesn't he? It looks, hey, it's aesthetically pleasing. Looks good. Look at those quads and the difference of the quads. That's unreal. Most muscular. And this may be the biggest shocker. He's the exact same size. Look, guys, his upper body. He didn't, so Lionel Beyeke, you can hold your head high, I guess. But this is a better, he did place last at the Portugal, but this is a better showing than, I think it was the Yamamoto France, I think he was competing in last year, and he was just as softer. It was hand pump soap. And softer than a bar of soap. They used to make soap out of fat, animal fat. So that kind of softer than a bar of soap because the soap's fat. Anyway. Quads are unreal for this dude. Unfortunately, it was not a career that ended the way most people wanted it to. There's always going to be your Lionel Beyekes, your Steve Kuklos, the careers that should have went up and went down. That's because they once placed 10th at the Olympia. Don't place 10th, it's a curse, my soul. But not as bad as 5th. 5th place, and we're going to be doing a video on that soon. So look forward to that, guys. The 5th place curse at the Olympia. The great big FU from the IFBB. And F stands for frig. Frig. Yeah, I got spanked for saying frig when I was growing up. I would never dare say the other one. Ooh, baby. Hit thumbs up on the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great one.